Hey guys, welcome to Two Gals, One Pod.
We're your hosts, Aya
and Katie,
and today we're going to be discussing
Gen Z.
We're going to be discussing Gen Z, TikTok, and
other social media platforms.
Yeah.
You know?
So without further ado, let's get right into
it. Okay. First question is our perspective on Gen Z.
I think that I think that Gen Z is like the trendsetters of the generation, in my opinion. Like I feel like we did our big one, you know?
I agree.
Like they weren't doing anything before Gen Z, clearly, because hello, like what?
I feel like we just don't take nothing serious. Don't get me wrong. I feel like maybe not say we're trendsetters because a lot of things that was back then.
That's true.
It's coming back now. A lot of
we made
things
it better.
Are,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, a lot of things are coming back, but we kind of, overdo it. Y'all started it, but I feel like we're doing just a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Sorry. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I love our generation.
Yes, and I feel like we really be standing on business.
We do. Okay. So, it's pros and cons to it for sure.
It really is. Yeah.
It's like our cons will have to be we don't really take anything seriously. Sometimes we make everything a joke. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Everything is a joke. We are unreal. We're not serious.
Seriously though.
Okay.
Because one thing about me, I'm black.
I agree. Yeah. But I would just say that's mine.
So then going to the next Gen Z question is, what does Gen Z struggle with the most?
I would say, taking things serious. Like, as we were just saying, like, I feel like we struggle with taking things serious or, let me see. It's a lot of, let me not say that. I ain't gonna say that.
But
I feel like it's a lot of, like, not followers, but, like, we kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would just say for sure we don't take anything serious. We make everything a joke. It can be something so serious and we just make it into TikTok.
Yeah. We're
gonna make it into TikTok and we just gonna run with it.
I think it is true that Gen Z does struggle with like things like mental health, you know? But I feel like going into what she was saying or how we were saying that they're unserious, they kind of like make it to where it's so unserious, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's talked about, but I feel like they make it so unserious.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. I was going to say that, but we have another question to get into that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can really get into that, the mental health a little bit more.
Yeah.
And also I can say that we struggle with like financial challenges. Like it's hard for us because everybody want to be their own boss.
Yeah.
Like everybody they don't want to work for nobody. We want to work for ourselves.
They want to get successful quickly too. I feel like that's another thing.
We don't want to like take the time to actually like build. We just want to
like
do it overnight.
Saying that they don't want to work hard, but they want it to be quick.
Yeah.
And then they can put in the work. You know?
Exactly.
And it's like, which I get it because hey, I'm the same way.
Yeah, because I'd be like,
I want it right now. Today.
I want it right now today. I would say that we struggle with financial challenges too.
Definitely. And then I would say that we struggle with like being uncertain about our futures. You know, like I feel like Gen Z, I feel like the older generation was more of like, I'm going to do this and then like this is exactly what I'm going to do and I'm not going to do anything else. But I feel like with Gen Z, they want to do anything and everything. Like they'd be like, I want to be a doctor, but I also want to be a rapper and I want to be a like
that's true.
Which is cool, like cool, be ambitious, you know? Cuz hey, I can relate. I want to be a YouTuber and a social media influencer, but I want to be a nurse, but I want to be an actor. Like it's just
that's true.
It's a lot.
That's true. We are uncertain about
very
what
much
we
so.
want to do. It's like we're kind of a little scatterbrained.
Yeah.
But I feel like I yet again, we want our thing is we want to be so successful at a young age.
Yeah.
We're just all trying to get there at a young age.
Right.
Everybody having the same like mindset of, oh yeah, we're gonna get it. I want to do this by 23. Yeah, we said.
Yeah.
But
we want to have the
like
money
that.
right now. We don't want to have to be trying to work until our old age. We want the money right now so we can have the money then too.
Exactly. Because I feel like back then, people, like, they were hard working.
Yeah.
Up to like, oh, I had this job 30 years.
Yeah, like, I don't want to work till I die.
No, we don't want to do that. We want to live our life and still do and be successful.
Exactly.
That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
We just want to be young and turn and still be successful.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
I feel like we already like touched on this topic, but also like stress and anxiety. I feel like we do struggle with that, you know?
Yeah.
But along with other things, you know?
I feel like with stress and anxiety for our generation, we turn it into like drugs. Like, that's when our generation would like turn to drugs and stuff like that. We don't know how to face those challenges, so they just turn to drugs.
My bad.
No, you good.
I think that like what it is that like the generation before us, they didn't take it that serious. So we don't know how to cope with it. Yeah. Because I feel like growing up, we were
mental
told,
health was definitely not talked about back then, for sure.
Like I feel like growing up, if you were to tell your mama like, "Oh, mama, I just am going through," your mama would be like, "Well, tough it out," you know? Yeah. And not just be like, "Oh, let me go get you some help." Yeah. Not to say that parents are bad, like they're not bad parents. That's just how they grew up, and that's how they were taught, you know?
Exactly. So it's like a generational curse. Yeah. Back to back. But that's what I also feel like our generation is gonna stop that. Like
yeah, definitely.
But we're gonna get into the mental health topic yet again. But I feel like our generation is definitely kind of stopping with that.
Yeah, which is good because mental health is important.
Baby, we gotta break the vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, what are Gen Z most known for?
I think that Gen Z is most known for like being super like open and
out there. We're just out there.
And just out there in general. And I think they're super, what's the word? Like outspoken, I guess. Yeah. And they will say anything and not care, but not in a bad way, like in a good way, like things that like people wouldn't say, they're gonna say it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say we're most known for like making money. Like we gonna make our money. Like now, lashes and nails and clothing brands and etc. Like it wasn't that back then. Like we gonna make our money. Like that's the thing. Like Twitch, like people getting paid off YouTube, stuff like that. Like it's just crazy. We're gonna make our money off all of these apps that we have. They be talking about apps, but that's our money maker. Hey, TikTok paying, Instagram paying, all of that.
It's true.
I feel like we're gonna make our bread for sure.
Definitely. Like
get to it.
There's a million ways to get paid. Yeah. Right now.
For sure.
Million. Okay. You get on social media, start talking about your life, you're getting paid.
Yes. That's so
I feel like that's the good thing about Gen Z though.
Yeah.
Millennials, they couldn't do that.
That's
and now they're trying, and it's like, okay. No offense to millennials, love y'all.
Oh, they coming for us in the comments for sure. Whoa, please
don't beat us up.
Hold it.
Okay. All right. So the next one is going deeper into what we've been talking about. Is that Gen Z is more comfortable talking about these certain topics of like mental health and therapy and just like how they feel. Yeah. So we can go off into mental health first. Yeah. And talk about how Gen Z is like, they know, like they'll say, "Oh, I'm depressed," or "Oh, I'm stressed," or "Oh, I have anxiety," or like I feel like, my world is crashing down. I feel like they're gonna say that. That's true. Millennials or whoever, they won't.
They definitely won't, because it's like they're just always was taught, like you said, to just keep going. Don't even. But no, we're actually going to sit down. And therapy is a lot, like, known now. So we're able to talk to somebody about how you feel. But it's also still those people that, like, they just grew up how their mom was taught. And they'll be like, nah. Yeah, you good. Like, we don't want to talk. Yeah. But I feel like it's definitely more talked about now because they have TV shows about it. Dr. Phil. What's the name? The Camaro Show. Like they have different like people to talk about mental health on their show too.
Definitely, and I think that like going into what she just said about the TV shows, they have so many movies and TV shows right now that like portray mental health. That true. It's like it's kind of easy to be like, oh, if that's what they're experiencing and I'm experiencing something similar, you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, is that what this is? And they can like, you know.
And people talk about Tyler Perry, but shout out to him because I feel like a lot of his movies was like about that. Like he would always have like a little motivational speech in there, or like, you know, some things that you can relate to.
Yeah, sure. And he was definitely always building up the weaker character, you know? Yeah. Because in the end, I feel like the weaker character always, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Prevails. Yeah. I'm using big words today, y'all.
Don't play. Yeah, I agree. So we kind of covered therapy too. Yeah. And then the next question would be topics that is important to Gen Z versus back then. Did you want me to go ahead?
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay. So I have listed the LGBTQ community rights, diversity, and responsibility. We're not going to get into like the rights or anything, but for sure diversity, because it's a lot of more like interracial couples and stuff like that known in our generation now. So
that's true. And going into that as well, I feel like going back into movies and stuff, I feel like it's so much more diverse. Like you're not going to see a movie with just a group of teens that are just you're going to see an Indian boy, a black boy, an Asian boy.
Yes.
In a friend group, and it's like, okay, cool, this is cool. Like, you get to see what it's really like, because I feel like that's not it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Because if you go to school today, you at school, you friends with everybody.
Everybody, literally. That's very true. And we can use for like On My Block, for example, like their TV show was like a big friend group, and everybody was diverse. Like, it was, you know, I feel like our generation, well, Martin Luther King definitely helped, but we also had a dream.
Definitely.
Okay. We had a dream.
Okay, so then going into the next subject, which kind of follows up with Gen Z, is social media ruining our perception of like life and like real life, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, I can say that in some ways it is, but I don't think it's like totally just like messing it up. But I think that some people, maybe just the way that their brains are wired is like, it's kind of like making them feel like they're in a false reality in a way.
Yeah.
But it's like, because if you're on social media, you know, it's like everything looks perfect, and it's like you can get away with something, you can get away with saying anything on social media, you know.
True.
And I feel like some people kind of overstep with that in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree for the most part, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely pros and cons to it, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I feel like, although it's like social media is used for like, what is it? It's informative. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
It's entertaining.
For sure.
What else is it? Oh, it's a good way to make some money.
Yep, to collab. And we're going to definitely like get into that too. Yeah, that's definitely. I had another question. That actually is the next question. It's like, why are Gen Z obsessed with TikTok? Because you can discover new content, collab, you know, connect with other people. Like, it's pros and cons, because you can make money, but then it's also those people that just like overdo it. Like, for real.
For sure. Like, I feel like it's okay to put things on TikTok, because, you know, that's how you get discovered. People are putting their lives and stuff. Right. But let's not overshare.
Yeah.
It's like, always obviously, it's funny and cool and, like, interesting to see people talk about their life and, like, be like, oh, this happened to me, or story time, or whatever. But it's like, some things are just, like, they don't need to be shared.
Right. Better left than said. Okay?
Yeah. Like,
but to have social media as something like, you know, a stepping stone to like make money.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hey, and it's good. Like, I learn something new on TikTok every single day. Like, and I be on TikTok 24/10. Like,
for sure.
I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna discover somebody, something.
Yeah. You gonna learn something. You gonna relate to something. You gonna laugh at something.
Right. So you can learn how to cook. You can learn how to sing. You can learn how to dance.
Yep.
All from TikTok. Okay.
Yep. You gonna learn.
Yeah.
So it's definitely pros and cons to it.
Definitely.
Do I think it's based like basically our whole generation? Yeah. We're basically like TikTokers for sure.
Definitely. Our generation
is based off TikTok.
Our generation is definitely like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yep, and Hellcats.
And Scat Packs.
And lace fronts. That's
definitely.
It.
And
I love my
and
generation.
We're
gonna have to add a clip to when I said I love my generation. I said that in another episode.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I said I love my lace fronts and Hellcats. Because I do.
It's true though. Yeah.
I do. I love my
Our generation is really, we're just the it. Like,
yes.
we're it. Like,
I feel like
they hate us because like, ain't
I'm gonna say, don't get me wrong, y'all music was definitely better back then.
Yeah, bumpy.
But okay. Other than that, our shit's hurt. I'm sorry.
Okay, we may not be making no love songs, but it's
it's diddy bop, show the TikTok. What? Okay,
because who do you know got the whole world dancing to songs from TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
And it's good to promote your business on there too. Like, we promoting our business on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. And that's how a lot of songs get popping too.
Yes, like all these stars that are getting these gold plaques and everything, they from got popping from TikTok. Like,
yep. YLB, that little app. But that little app is something.
Right. So then, going into our next question is, what social medias do Gen Z use the most? I feel like we just kind of listed it, but definitely TikTok, Instagram. Twitter.
Yes, Twitter.
Oh my God, Twitter.
Twitch, because a lot of people are using Twitch and stuff now to make videos.
All those streaming.
And YouTube, of course. You can't forget about YouTube. Obviously. Love YouTube. Right. We love YouTube.
What else?
Go ahead and get us there. YouTube. We love YouTube,
please.
Right.
Spread this information. What else? Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Twitch, and Twitter,
and then
because it used to be Snapchat, but Snapchat
really it's not that.
Yeah, you can't really. I mean, you can get subscribed on Snapchat, but it's not really.
But I felt like don't get me wrong, the people that are doing Snapchat, y'all doing y'all big one. Like, people that are actually making money and being successful off Snapchat.
Right.
Good.
They ain't knocking it.
It's kind of, I feel like for now, like, if you were started right now, it would be hard to get popping on Snapchat.
Yes, definitely. Because that's not the main platform.
Yeah.
The main platform, I'm not going to lie, the main top 3 would be YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you had been started out on Snapchat.
Yes.
That's how you would probably keep your audience. But, like, if you hadn't started on Snapchat,
and you wanted to start now,
you won't be getting nowhere. I feel like,
you just start,
but don't knock it,
right?
I guess
you ain't knocking nobody.
Yeah,
but I feel like an easier way to get out there is TikTok. Definitely, because it's easier on TikTok.
Yeah, so like then once you get on TikTok, you can like move your platform to YouTube and
and expand
Twitter and Instagram.
And then once you on YouTube, you expand your brand from Instagram.
Yeah,
and it's just like a domino effect, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
And then my last question is, what kind of content does Gen Z like? And I would say funny, helpful, relatable.
Yeah, I feel like for me,
authentic,
yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. We.
No.
I feel like content that's like realistic and like daily, like things like daily living content, Like I feel like I enjoy that. Like I'd be like, oh, because I feel like Gen Z likes to romanticize stuff a lot. So you kind of romanticize this person's life, like, oh my God, this is what I want,
That's true.
Because it seems, and the way they portray it, it makes it seem so obtainable. Like, oh, she did this, that, and that's how, and she got a mansion and a Hellcat. Well, I can do that
true,
too.
But okay, because be for real. No, for real. Speaking of Hellcats, they quick. Okay, but I definitely agree. But I love like helpful. Because teach me a little something. Teach me a little relatable.
Definitely. And then fashion too, because I feel like everybody in this generation now either can or think they can.
Yes.
No offense, people. Everyone can dress in their own.
Yeah, but some stuff be like, all right. Yeah, no. But definitely fashion. I love fashion and like get ready with me's and stuff like that.
Yes, those are real interesting.
Yes, I love those videos.
Shout out to the OG girls that watch Get Ready With Me vlogs.
Maintenance videos. Yeah, I love that. I'm on it.
And vlogs, like that kind of ties into like content and daily living.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because I wanted to be a vlog girly, still do, but back then I wanted to be one real bad. But what was I doing? Going to school for 8 hours a day?
For sure.
Which I was gonna see.
Right, me in the class sitting there.
Right.
And then our class was
Best
long.
believe I had the camera at school though. Best believe. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's gonna take us into our very last question, which is TikTok / social media dangerous for Gen Z? So personally, I think that for the most part it's not, but there are like certain things that like make it just a tiny dangerous
because you're posting your whereabouts.
Yeah, like, so some people are gonna post their whereabouts. They're a little they don't got it all clearly.
And
no
rest in peace. What was his name? PNB Rock. He posted his whereabouts with his girlfriend at the chicken place, and yeah, that's how that happened. But you definitely have to be careful because it's like we said, it's pros and cons to the social media lifestyle because there's always going to be people that envy you and they're watching you for sure. Right, they're watching you. You're watching on social media hard now, and you posting your whereabouts. No,
no. So that's why you need to be. If you want to post your whereabouts, do it after.
Post the next day, if anything. Yeah. Just wait because it is a little dangerous. I ain't gonna lie.
It definitely is. And then it's also like...
It's 50-50, I think. Yeah.
And then also like not even with just posting your whereabouts. It's like not necessarily... watching what you say. Because you can't say... Like, you know, like you can't say everything. Because some people will take it the wrong way and feel like they have to take action and do something about it immediately. Because not everybody's brains work. You know? So they think, oh, I have to go do this and da-da-da-da. That's true. It's so easy nowadays to find anybody's information quickly. And that's scary. Like, that's another thing going into that.
It's a little dangerous. Like weirdos. You have stalkers. And
talking about people, what is it? Celebrities who have like fan bases and how they're kind of like so obsessed so they will do anything for that person. Like, for instance, like people getting doxxed on TikTok. Like, they find out their home address, where they work. Like, that's scary. Like, just because they said something they didn't like. Which is why you have to watch what you say, you know?
It is a little dangerous for sure. I would say it's 50-50 for sure. It's like, you can't post, you can't talk about too much. You can't post where you're going. Yeah. Because people that envy you. And then it's just weirdos out in the world also. Like, you might have you a little stalker on the loose. You just be careful. Yeah. It is a little dangerous.
And I feel like sometimes it does depend on which app you use. Because like, I feel like a lot of times you can post something on TikTok and get a good reaction, post it on Instagram, and people are going in on you in the comment section. Or you post something on Instagram and it's good, and you post it on TikTok and people are going in on you in the comments. So it's like a lose-lose situation, you know? Yeah. In a way.
That's true.
Like, take for instance, Shade Room or whatever. They can repost somebody's TikTok on their page and like people will be talking crazy like under the comments, but then you go to that page on TikTok and it's like, oh, people love that video.
Positive vibes.
People are like, oh, I love this. Oh, you gained a follower. Da 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 da. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Social media is weird. Period.
It is. It really is.
It's just the people that are on it. You know,
because it's like, how is this strawberry video going viral? Like on TikTok, I just don't understand.
Oh, that strawberry was
it's like 21.6 million views of strawberries, and we over here working hard.
Right, and you're gonna post strawberries and chocolate.
Right, and you over there hardly working. I just don't understand like that. TikTok, social media is a little weird because it's just
they pick and choose, and it's like why not pick something that's good and has great
worthwhile?
Quality? Right, you're learning something by sitting here watching our podcast.
Yeah.
What are you learning? No offense to that person who ever made that strawberry video. Congratulations. But what are you learning by looking at strawberries and chocolate?
Because you ain't do nothing but make me hungry.
But then again, here's one thing about Gen Z too, to add into that, they low-key they will fall for anything. Not me. Well, yeah.
No, just a little bit. I'm guilty of charge a little bit. Cause like, oh, you did that, girl? Like, oh, let me go do that. Yeah. But I'll be like, let me go do that.
Oh my God, I need to try. Like, you see someone on TikTok, let me go try that.
Yeah, because speaking of TikTok, they made me trying to Bodak noodles, and I got sick.
I love those noodles.
No.
10 out of 10, but I've been on them since before.
And then they're going to say, y'all should try this, add this and add that. I added all that, and I added, never mind, let me stop. Went on the toilet for a couple days, okay? Yeah,
sick.
It was sick.
I got some in my pantry right
Don't fall for it, y'all.
It just, I don't know. It depends on your spice level, I think.
Just stick to what y'all know.
True.
Okay. But yeah. That really concludes everything about Gen Z and social media. And
leave y'all's perception of Gen Z down in the comments. We want to know how y'all feel about it.
For sure.
Gen Z, we want to know how y'all feel about Gen Z and social media as well. Because y'all think it's a good platform. Whether that be networking or just personally. Yeah. I agree. Well, that's all that we have for you guys.
Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks for tuning in to Two Gals, One Pod for Tea Talks Daily. Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Gen Z.